Wow. Look on the screen. Look on the screen. Oh, my heart goes out to her. You cannot ride the subway. And Eric Adams, you must really have jokes, sir, months ago talking about people like Jamie Dimon, Goldman Sachs had them to ride the subway. Are you really serious? So they can get robbed? All she was doing was working, cleaning. That's all she was doing until this came along. And what happened?
Provoked attack on the subway. This time the victim, a subway cleaner. Police say the man you see right here hit the worker in the face with a metal pipe while she was on the job. That man is still on the loose tonight. And News 4's Mark Santia is live in the Bronx, where that subway worker and mother is sharing her story only with News 4. Mark?
Adam, we talked to the victim, and she's healing. She's doing okay, but she's living in fear, terrorized by what happened on a subway platform.
Dusties bring drama. Dusties bring trauma. The financial implication is too much dust in a nation.
You do not have to speak Spanish to understand Leonor Fama's pain. With tears streaming down her face, this New Yorker described the day a man attacked her while she was working.
How are you?
Leonor took a custodial job cleaning subway trains more than 2 years ago as COVID started to ravage New York City. She tells me last Friday, just before 7 a.m., a man appeared out of nowhere and smashed her in the face with a metal pipe as she was cleaning the E train here at the Chambers.
So he smashed her in the face with a metal pipe. Listen, among low performing men, the hatred against women it's real. Sometimes I'm starting to think that maybe what some of the real deal is, I'm really starting to think that maybe they're mad, they really hate women, but they need them. Oh yeah, for a little entertainment, for 3 hots in a cot. I'm really starting to think, I do believe that they hate women, and so when they go out just to random attack any woman, why? They really hate the women in their lives. I wouldn't be surprised he hates his mother or his girlfriend. The women in their lives are only there because they don't have a choice. They don't have nowhere else to go. There's no other resource. The women are the resource. They are inferior and they know it and they are angry. So I think now it gets to a point, just go out into society and just hurt some woman. She's a lot older. Now his hands seem to work how to hurt someone. Why he can't get a job? Either got a record. So his pain and his financial decisions, his financial situation, that's self-inflicted. Oh yeah, probably has a record, probably in and out of jail. Nobody wants to take a chance on him. Too lazy and too dumb to try to start some kind of legitimate side hustle, let alone a business. So I want to take my anger out on somebody. Take it out on women. This here. And I hope they catch him. A woman, she's just doing a job cleaning. So you can't ride the subway. Transportation, you can't work, clean up. It's always something. It's always something. You want to defund the police. And this one right here, this is obviously looks like a woman to me. This is the one where she was attacking the woman and her daughter as they're riding the train. Unprovoked. All they were doing is what?
Stranger on the subway.
A stranger. All that trauma.
Punch after punch thrown on a crowded 5 train, hitting a mom and her little girl in the head and face.
Unprovoked. So you just decide to start punching this lady in her head and face. Now here's the thing. I'm going to say this, and I mentioned this in a prior video with regard to some immigrants. Hispanic immigrants, and a white dude. We have another video about the people in the homeless shelter where they had the Americans to get out and go to another shelter, which appeared more restrictive based upon the video to me, and they brought those illegal immigrants into that shelter. And what happened? People start boxing up. Start boxing up. I'm starting to think that some of these illegal immigrants that are brought here, and I don't know their status, so I'm just speaking in general. So I'm starting to think with some of the illegal immigrants that are brought here, and they are getting assistance, okay? A lot of people are losing their jobs, especially at the lower end. So people start to get irrational and start to get angry. But I'm going to say this right here, and especially for the BC, and I'll just say this for anybody that voted Democrat. Let's be real. You have to, all people, we have to learn to analyze information. And I understand people voting Democrat. I understand voting Republican. People vote for whomever they want. They like their, a lot of times it's more emotional, not so much as business. So these people here sound Spanish to me, Hispanic. I think you're going to see a lot more of this, a lot more of them being attacked. You know why? A lot of people at the bottom end, they're going to be losing their jobs. Some already have. Going to be, if they haven't already, they're going to be losing their jobs, especially at the lower end. Because these other people, they're new to the country. They want a chance. They're going to run with it, and they will work cheaper. And business is not about being your friend. It's not. It's about the bottom line. And if they got to pay you $15 an hour and they can pay 11 or 12, what do you think they're going to do? It's not your business. They're not worried about you or your family. So as there what I call more economic wounds, you're going to have these people lashing out. In particular, at people that they may perceive as to be immigrants, be it legal or illegal. You're going to have that. You're going to have people lashing out, period. But you're going to have people, and my point is, lashing out at other people based on certain criteria. Again, here, unprovoked. Unprovoked, they just, with her daughter, and just start punching her. And they have a photo who is I'm assuming the alleged suspect. Where's your girl at? Right here. Girlfriend, don't act brand new, okay? Don't be angry. No, 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 no. Do not try to play the anger card. Okay? If this is unprovoked, you just did this out of nowhere for the heck of it. Don't act brand new. Okay? And especially for the BC. Don't try to act all mad. Oh, I'm as mad. They got all the immigrants in. No, 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 no. Please don't. Because let me tell you why. Biden and Kamala already told, especially Biden, you heard it from the horse's mouth, who he was going to invest in. He already not told you. He done told you who he was going to invest in to bring them here because they're willing to work hard. So when you find yourself, and I know people don't want to hear about Dr. Claude Anderson, oh, that old man, well, that old man done already gave you your future, and guess what? Boop! Reality is here. So when you find yourself losing your job for whatever reason, and you're seeing other people who may get jobs that maybe you could do, don't try to box up with them. Don't. I'm sorry to tell you. You already knew what Joey Biden already told the crew what he was going to do, and he did that. So don't try to get up here and get all mad and you want to box up. I don't know what her reasoning is. I'm just saying in general, I think things like this are going to start happening, especially between the BC and the illegal immigrants. I really believe so. So don't act brand new, because you were already forewarned and you made your decision and you were obviously okay with it. That's why you voted for Biden. That's okay. So I hope we're not going to get into a situationship where you're seeing as Maria got that job and you didn't. Whatever the reason could be. I hope we don't start participating in trying to box up with some illegal immigrant. Because let's be clear. I'm not trying to hate on you. I'm just being realistic. I'm not going to BS you. My opinion. Joey B already told you what he was going to do, and when you voted for him, you were okay with that, okay? So, like I said, with that older white gentleman, you already, a little Dusty Dan. Dusty Dan, he didn't say he was going to do anything for the poor working class white man. You running your mouth. Legal immigrants, they here, it's more them than you. They decide to go ahead and start a little trouble. Only thing is, they didn't know that Dusty Dan was not as mean, not as lean, still a hell of a fighting Marine. You understand? So you're gonna have more clashes like this. People are just like at their wits' end. And looking at you, you probably don't know them from a can of paint. Never seen them before a day in your life. And they're angry. And they get angry, and next thing you know, they become violent. So yeah. So riding the subway, first of all, it's just too crowded for me. I sympathize with anybody having a ride. It's too many folk. I got a phobia. It's too many on that train. I don't even know how you could have your purse on you. And I sure wouldn't be going designer. You ladies out here, if you're on the train with Louis and Gucci, Celine, Balenciaga, man, if it was me, I would have, if you're gonna, be in certain spaces, you want to have your purse like that. If it was me, and I've never ridden the subway, I've been in New York, but never in the subway. Man, if it was me in that kind of situation, when it came down to making that leap, what I would do, I would have my bag, then I would have maybe a big cheap ass looking nylon bag, something like a bookstore bag. I would have my bag inside of a bag and have that for safety reasons. The holiday season is here. You don't want to make yourself a target. You really don't. I would really have my bag inside of a bag. That's what I would do. Mm-hmm. I don't care if it's an old book bag, just as a cover, so you don't make yourself a target. But yeah, this here, riding the subway. Again, if you think 2022 is bad, they've already told you on the financial outlets. I've heard the reports. 2023 is going to be the official recession. We're not even officially here yet, and people are hurting. The evictions are still looming. The housing crash. It's a lot more to come, and more people are going to act up. So if you can avoid these spaces, I can imagine not having a vehicle. How the hell are you supposed to go shopping for those that ain't, Christmas shopping or whatever, for whatever reason, on a subway? You may have to just say, I just hope and pray you make it home. So yeah, Eric Adams, you got jokes. You had jokes a few months ago when I tell people like, with Goldman Sachs to ride the train. What, are you crazy? Faces everywhere. Lord Blankfein. What is it? Blankenfein. I can't remember his name. I'm so sorry. I see his face. The man looks to me like a little RAT. I'm sorry. That's a hard looking dude. I think it's Lord Blankfein. Him. You're gonna have these people on the train. Yeah, on the subway. It's not even safe for the average working citizen. So much for defund the police. People, be safe, be aware, be alert. A lot of angry people, they're just lashing out unprovoked. So be safe, be aware. It's too many unsettled, disgruntled, mean Dusties and Dustinas out there. Simply said here on YouTube, I'm out. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share.